welcome to another year in review video. As always, if you are new to the channel, consider subscribing and liking this video if you do like it. So this year in review is for 1945, which saw 18 cartoons released. As always, I will go over the following points: the overview of the year, my overall thoughts, my favourite cartoons, my least favourite cartoons, a funniest and weirdest animated moments showcase, and a conclusion. So without further ado, let's get into it. First, let's take a look at the cartoons released in 1945, starting with Adorable Kitty, Hair Meets Hair,
You know, I knew I should have made a left turn at Albuquerque. I don't
Drafty Daffy,
Howdy doody, son.
The Unruly Hare,
Woman needs man and man must have his mate.
Trap Happy Porky,
I'll fix them.
Life with Feathers, Behind the Meatball, Hair Trigger, Ain't That Ducky,
Barefoot duck. What's all the hubbub, bub? Shut up!
A Gruesome Twosome, Tale of Two Mice, Wagon Heels, Hair Conditioned,
Okay, break it up. Show's over. Next demonstration tomorrow morning.
Fresh Airedale, The Bashful Buzzard, Heck Up Your Troubles, Hair Tonic,
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. This setup's too good.
and Nasty Quacks.
Some coffee, if you don't mind.
Okay, sourpuss.
For a year that only had 18 shorts released, there is a surprising number of interesting developments and firsts for the year. This year debuted 3 major characters that would go on to become major additions to the staple of Looney Tunes characters. The first character was Pepé Le Pew in the Chuck Jones short Adorable Kitty. While the design would end up being refined over time, here the character is almost what the character would end up being in the rest of his shorts. The major difference is that the character's personality here would end up being a setup for a gag that pays off at the end, with Pepe actually being a skunk that was American that was already married. This payoff would be quickly forgotten in future cartoons.
Hi.
The next debut was of Sylvester in the Freleng short Life with Feathers. Just like with Pepé Le Pew, the character here was already about 99% the character we all know today, with a few minor tweaks to be done over the next few cartoons. While Mel Blanc would voice Sylvester in this short, Sylvester would end up being silent in his next appearance during Peck Up Your Troubles, which showcased that in just 2 cartoons, the different approaches that can be taken with this character. The final debut was of Bugs Bunny's new longtime nemesis, Yosemite Sam. According to Michael Maltese, Sam was created in the likeness of Friz Freleng and to create a tougher opponent for Bugs than Elmer Fudd. Once Sam proved popular, he would be cast in different roles other than a cowboy.
Well, you must be Jesse James.
Jesse James? Ha ha ha! Phooey! Why, everybody knows me. I'm Yosemite Sam, the meanest, toughest, rip-roaringest, Edward Everett Hortonest hombre, whatever packed a 6-shooter.
Final World War II themed shorts released were Hair Meets Hair, which also featured the last time Hitler would be seen in a Warner Brothers short, Drafty Daffy, and Behind the Meatball. World War II then ended midway through 1945, but due to there being a backlog of shorts would still be released with war-related gags, such as billboards with war slogans stating, "Is this trip really necessary?" and references to rationed items.
Explore rubber tires, nylon hose, bobby pins, girdles, alarm clocks, bourbon, butter, and other picture postcards.
With World War II ending, so too ended the Private Snafu series of shorts, with the last ones being considered lost as they were no longer needed for the army due to the war ending. A counterpart to Snafu was created this year for the Navy called Mr. Hook, whose shorts were similar to the Snafu series, but just set in the Navy. Due to the war being over in the same year, Warner Brothers only made 3. One of these 3 was the return of Mr. Hook, which would mark the first time Robert McKimson would direct a short. He would also take over Frank Tashlin's unit, whose final few cartoons were released uncredited, and McKimson would have his first cartoons released the following year. 1945 would also mark the second time a celebrity would voice their own character in a Looney Tunes short. Victor Moore would not only be parodied as a hunter in the short Ain't That Ducky by Friz Freleng, but he would also provide his own voice for the character, something which hadn't been done since Kay Keisler voiced himself in the short Africa Squeaks. Finally joining Friz's unit would be Holy Pratt, who would end up being his layout man, and the two would end up having a very fruitful relationship, creating some of the funniest cartoons to be directed by Friz. Holy would join with Life with Feathers, where he would finish the job Owen Fitzgerald had started. And lastly, Beaky Buzzard would return for another short, this time without Bugs Bunny and for the final time under Bob Clampett. It would mark the final time that he would be voiced by Kent Rogers, who tragically died in a World War II training accident.
Oh, sure, my gum.
And now for my overall thoughts. For such a quick year, this year was incredibly solid. I mean, you had Tashlin finishing out his final Warner's directing career very strong, with one more short coming out in 1946, which, to be honest, I didn't think was that good. You also had the debut of 3 major characters in the Looney Tunes staple, and they were all pretty much there from the very start, with only very minor changes coming in the future. And World War II has now ended, so while the war shorts were interesting to see as a time capsule, watching all of them in a row does get a little tiring after a while, but that's just me. And it is a shame that Tashlin is gone again, but I'm actually glad we got the shorts we got. Now on to Robert McKimson. And now for my favourite cartoons. I mean, there's not much to pick from this year, of course, but I will give it a solid go. Starting with Tashlin, I have to pick The Unruly Hair, which is also my favourite Bugs short of the year. It is the first of only 2 times Tashlin would direct with Bugs in a starring role, and the only one he fully completed. It's such a shame he didn't make any more, as they're quite good. Well, the first one is anyway. The second one, half good, but imagine if he did finish that one. It would have been interesting. Now, Friz is on fire this year, no doubt due to Holy Pratt's involvement. My favourite has to be Hair Trigger. I mean, I love Yosemite Sam, and despite being the first short featuring him, it's such a solid one. Life with Feathers is a very, very close second, as I also love Sylvester. After a so-so year, Chuck Jones's shorts this year were more solid, and my favourite is actually Trap Happy Porky. I mean, weird, right? I actually love the unpredictability of this one, where you think this will be a typical main character trying to capture a pest short, but it ends up going in a completely different direction. It's the best Porky of the year too, in my book, but there really wasn't much to choose from anyway. And finally, with Clampett, my favourite has to be Drafty Daffy for just the pure insanity of it, plus the ridiculousness of Daffy trying to avoid the draft, even though he was proud to be in the army in many shorts prior. And hey, it's also my favourite Daffy of the year.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli.
Now for my least favourite, cartoon this time, because This has got to be one of the hardest years to pick a least favourite, and given the lack of shorts, I'm just going to pick one, and that is Wagon Heels. For two reasons. I mean, one, it's a remake, and two, it is a cheetah cartoon, but here's the thing. Even this one has some merit, as it's interesting to see how Clampett has improved with his timing and animation in the new bits. And you know what? 1945 really doesn't have an outright dud in my book. And now for the animated showcase, showcasing the funniest and weirdest moments of Looney Tunes in 1945, so grab some popcorn and enjoy.
Darling, I love you. Where have I been all your life? You are the aroma of spring flowers that bloom in the spring. You are the fragrance of wondrous and exotic perfumes. You are the... For some strange reason, this little orchid is Stop! Stop! If you take another step, I'll jump! Cherchez la femme. Vous la bouchez on le chewa de la toutoute. Mon pauvre chéri, come down, little rabbit. You will not do this foolish thing. Oh, yes, I will.
What's up, Doc?
Come to my tender embrace, my little I love you, my little deceiver. Let us breeze through life together. Without you, I am not worth a cent. Henry!
Just trying to remove a cinder from the lady's eye, dearie. Cinder, just try and remove from eye.
Black Forest. Black Forest, Black Forest, Black Forest, Forest. Say, you know, I knew I should have made a left turn at Albuquerque. My Führer, what I captured. Heil me. Look, single-handed I have captured that American rabbitzer, Boxenheimer Bonnie. That's good, yeah. It's good, no? Yeah, it's good. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you this genuine life guarantee diamond-studded 14-karat gold decoration. Ah, Himmel! Ach, Himmel!
tobacco tastes different lately.
Hello, Transoceanic Airport. Give me a package of... No, give me a one-way ticket to the North Pole, please.
Is this trip really necessary, son?
Now I've got him. Now I've got him. So long, Dracula. You dope. If I never see him again, it'll be too soon.
Wise up so early in the morn. Don't you hear the captain shouting? Time to blow your horn.
Issue is or issue ain't my baby.
You win, Doc.
You're flying.
Suffering succotash! Squab!
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, oh, Merry Christmas.
Santa Claus! Gee, I didn't know it was Christmas.
Gee, what did you bring me, Santa? What did you bring me, huh? Huh, Santa? What did you bring me? Huh, Santa Claus? What did you bring me?
Open your mouth and close your eyes, and I'll give you something to make you wise.
Too delicious. Or maybe you'd rather caress your palate with some taste-tender, golden, crisp, southern fried chicken that drips luscious goodness with each bite.
Will you
And
eat me, Mr. Cat?
No, I'd rather die first.
Come on, Mr. Cat. Eat me.
No, I won't do it. I won't.
Are you sure you don't want to eat me?
All right, I'll do it. I might as well die as starve.
Bugs Bunny food.
I see dark meat.
Explain the setup. This is my steak, and a little dog that I never saw before, mind you, came along and took it. So I chased after him and just recovered it. And I'm sure that you will appreciate my position in the... Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Is this the end of Bugs Bunny? Will our hero be dashed to bits on the jagged rocks below?
Is he to be doomed to utter destruction? Will he be rendered non-compos mentis? He don't know me very well, do he?
Hey, let's have a look. I might be able to solve your problem.
Keep your hands off, Mr. Anthony!
oh, this is terrible.
Hey, what's the idea? There's supposed to be a barrel here for me to hide in. It says so right here in the script. Somebody's been laying down on a job. JL will hear of this. That's more like it.
pardon me, Colonel, but
Step aside, son, you bother me. Come with me to the Casbah. Incognito. Baby, we can't miss. You'd like a pair of nylons, huh? Then, honey, how's about a kiss?
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't actually belong in this picture, but I can't pass up a chance like this! Yippee! Woohoo!
Everybody wants to get into the act. Umbrion.
Speak up. Where's the cheese? Where's the cheese? He's up! He's there! He's there! Whoa! 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 He's there! Meow! Meow!
Swiss cheese. You know I don't like Swiss cheese.
Well, Pepe, you're gonna learn to like it right now. Oh, I'm a bad boy.
I know something I won't tell. I won't tell. I won't tell. I know something I won't tell. Nya, nya, nya.
Taxidermy. Taxidermy. Oh, stuffed animals.
Here you are, little chum. This is where you're going to be. You look very nice after you've been stuffed.
How will this look, Doc, after I'm stuffed? Stuffed?
Kind of outsmarted you, eh, little chum?
Hey, wait a minute. Say that again.
Kind of outsmarted you, eh, little chum?
Yeah, that's it. You know, you sound just like that guy on the radio, the great Gildersleeve.
I do? A customer. Good evening, miss.
I'd like to see something nice in a pair of bedroom slippers.
Confidentially, so would I. Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Oh, you're terrible. You read any good books lately, Doc? I just finished a dandy. Yeah, all about a big guy. Like you, chasing after a little guy like me, see? Well, what the big guy didn't know was that right behind him, ready to strangulate him with his hairy hands, was a horrible frankincense monster, breathing fire on the back of his neck.
Why, you contemptible sneak. Just like a cat. Can't be trusted out of your sight. Never should have let you in here in the first place. Now go on, beat it. Get out! Well, Shep, how does it feel to be a hero?
Number one dog. 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 Number one
Watch me, folks. I'm gonna get myself that great big rooster.
My little killer. The spitting image of his papa. Pui! Come killer snack! Stop making a foolishness! Why couldn't you be smart like your brothers?
Pardon me, madam. I didn't mean to.
Old MacDonald had a farm, and on this farm he had a cow. With a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, every place a moo.
Darling, when I'm with you, I feel like I'm way up in the clouds.
Hello there, shorty. Sorta small, ain't you? Oh, you wanna fight, huh? Oh, come on, small fry, put up your dukes. Oh, don't hang back there, Shorty. Come on, fight like a man. Boy, you little shriveled up infinitesimal piece of shoe leather. Okay, short stuff. Anchors away. Get the lead out. Come on now. Come on. Easy there, Bub. You're liable to scare Shorty here. You little, Shorty!
I told you to squam. Quarantined for wabbititis. No one may leave the premises. Oh, this is terrible. Trapped with a crazy contaminated wabbit.
Oh, now, Doc, don't get yourself in a dither. How do you know I'm contaminated? I haven't got any symptoms. You don't see no spots before my eyes, do you?
Oh, gracious.
My tongue ain't coated. See?
Oh, my gracious.
I don't throw fits.
Oh, gracious. Oh, my.
Oh, Mr. Fudd, come in a minute, please.
Oh, my gracious.
Why, what's the matter, Fudd?
Spots! I see spots before my eyes.
Spots? That's bad.
Dr. Kill Patient! Dr. Kill Patient! I'm a wabbit.
Oh, Margaret, what a dope. That was just a gag, of course. You folks hadn't got rabbititis. Why, if you had rabbititis, you'd see red and yellow spots before your eyes. Yeah, that's right. And then they'd start swirling and swirling around. And then suddenly, everything'd go black.
Most pets do. The little duckling became just like one of the family.
You're gonna die laughing. You know, somebody cut the hose and there was no water. What an evening. One of the books. I can't tell you. The little guy, he got 30 days for kicking a cup. Oh, ain't that a killer? Oh, brother, I never had so much fun in my life.
some coffee, if you don't mind.
Okay, sourpuss. Coffee? Say, that reminds me. Oh, this'll kill you. What a party, brother! I never had so much fun in my life. More people kicked in the seat. God. I can't do it. I like him. He's silly. I got it. I'll make a big duck out of him. One my size. Then I'll kill him.
A very quick year has gone by now, but what a solid year it was. 1946 is going to be yet another game changer for the studio with Clampett leaving, so that will be an interesting year to cover as well. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care.